the youth. What I equate with the Gen Z struggle and what you're asking me is I'll equate it to the Soweto Uprising of 1976. The Soweto Uprising of 1976 is when the young students in South Africa rise up against apartheid. And that marks the history of the struggle of apartheid in South Africa. You know, the Dutch who are implementing apartheid in South Africa say that Afrikaans will be the language of instruction in the schools of South Africa. And the Soweto Uprising comes on 16th of June. 176 students and children are killed in the streets of Johannesburg, in Soweto. And also there's this guy called Peter Hectorson, whose photo is seen. Peter Hectorson is being carried after being, and it shows the brutal force the apartheid is using on children. And this marks a turning point in the global space around South African politics. That now this is too much, and now South Africa is put under sanctions because of this. 176 children killed in the streets because of the Soweto Uprising. Today, like last week, South Africa marked 50 years of the youth uprising, which was 1976. And every year, it's a public holiday on 16th of June in South Africa, and it's dubbed the South African National Youth Day because remembrance of 1976 Soweto Uprising. And apart from that, the United Nations has also recognized 16th of June as the African Child Day. Marked globally as the African Child Day because of the events that happened in Soweto on 16th of June, 1976. So, to your question again, how can we change June 25th, to be marked? Because it is when now the youth becomes seriously politically conscious. And now they want to take it upon themselves to change the matrix, to change the type of politics we play. And we see the deaths that happened. 60 people are dead. Actually, it was 128, according to Kenya Human Rights, because some of them died later. But you see what happens in Soweto. After the death of this 176, the leadership of this revolution carries on and presses the apartheid government to stop doing whatever. They change the curriculum again, introduces other languages to be used as instruction in schools, and change the curriculum of schools. Because of this, the pressure was on and on and on and on, because the likes of Steve Biko didn't die in 1976 in this uprising. They continue to pressurize the apartheid government, and changes are made. What I think should be done, for example, we're talking about the Saba-Saba. On this particular day, different things should be done. Other than just demonstration, you lose the meaning of the very day, because if they go demonstrating tomorrow, and again, the brutal force is put on them, and other people die, and I mean, other people who are not part and parcel of the youth do not join the revolution, because the revolution is continuous. It's not something that should stop. It is the pressure, because where we don't want to go back to, we don't want to go back to the excesses that Busiri and the rest faced. We don't want arbitrary arrest. We want people who are arrested to be produced in court within 24 hours. We want our new constitution that people lost lives, bloods were lost, children died, and many people died in the likes of Baby Pendo and all these people. These are people who also died in the whole melee. And you know what has happened. Many people have died. So we need to get away where we can do it in a very good way. And that is why I told you that probably tomorrow, if I were the president, or I would have been more common of this world, I would have just declared tomorrow, Gazette tomorrow as a public holiday, and call it the Youth Day. And let's say everybody stay at home. Let it become. And anybody who wants to go, in the remembrance of these people, should go to either All Saints Cathedral, Holy Family Basilica, and where the Saba-Saba is now being done. Sometimes they do it at Ufungamano House, because Ufungamano House was the center of pressure from that particular time. And you know, Busiri, the youth of the University of Nairobi and the Students' Union of the University of Nairobi, Adungosi and the rest, and people who were there, Karl Marx of this world, they were also there to pressurize the system to change a few things.
Very good.